California Governor Gavin Newsom recently signed an executive order focused on clearing homeless encampments from state property. California has a large homeless population. One-third of the homeless in the United States reside in California. Thousands of encampments exist across the state. Newsom's order follows a recent Supreme Court decision. The ruling allows cities to enforce bans on sleeping outside on public property. Newsom stated, "There are simply no more excuses. It's time for everyone to do their part." This is a significant shift in the legal landscape. The order has generated strong reactions. This executive order marks a turning point. It signals a more assertive stance from Newsom's administration. The Supreme Court's decision has been pivotal. It overturned a previous ruling that prevented governments from forcing people to leave encampments. The new ruling gives cities more power. They can now enforce laws against sleeping in public spaces. This decision has sparked debate, but some argue it's a necessary step. They believe it will allow cities to address public health and safety issues. Others worry it will criminalize homelessness. They fear it will lead to more people being pushed onto the streets. California, with its large homeless population, is directly affected by this decision. The state has struggled to address the issue time and time again. This ruling could change the game. It gives the state more legal backing to clear encampments. The long-term impact remains to be seen. It will likely lead to changes in how cities approach homelessness. Newsom's executive order is specific. It directs state agencies to clear homeless encampments. This applies to encampments on state property, but the order prioritizes specific encampments. These include those near highways and waterways. The order also outlines a process for clearing encampments. State agencies are instructed to provide notice to residents. They must offer connections to local services. They must also help store belongings. This process aims to minimize disruption for those being displaced. The order encourages local governments to take action. It urges cities and counties to adopt similar protocols. This approach recognizes the role of local jurisdictions. It also allows for flexibility in addressing local needs. Newsom's order has elicited mixed reactions. Local officials and business groups have expressed support. They view it as a necessary step to address a long-standing problem. They argue that the Supreme Court ruling removed previous obstacles to clearing encampments. They see Newsom's order as providing a framework for action. "I applaud Governor Newsom's emphasis on urgency," Catherine Barger, a member of the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors, said in a statement. He rightfully points out that local government remains at the helm of homeless encampment removals. Cities have an obligation to develop housing and shelter solutions in tandem with support services provided by county government. Republican Senate Minority Leader Brian Jones said in a statement, "It's about damn time. Letting people live and die on the streets or in our parks is unsafe and unsanitary." He went on to say, "I am cautiously optimistic that the governor has finally taken note of the urgency of this problem, albeit many years later than needed." However, homeless individuals and advocates have criticized the order. They argue that encampment sweeps are inhumane and ineffective. They believe these sweeps do not address the root causes of homelessness. They emphasize the need for more affordable housing. They also call for more support services rather than punitive measures. Democratic Assemblymember Alex Lee stated, "Without meaningful services and housing, all sweeps do is making a prominent inequality less visible." Law enforcement agencies have expressed cautious optimism. They recognize the challenges of enforcing encampment bans. They see the order as an opportunity to improve public safety. They also hope to connect those experiencing homelessness with necessary resources. Newsom's order has significant financial implications. The order itself doesn't allocate new funding. It does emphasize the use of existing resources. These resources come from state and federal programs that are designed to address homelessness. The order calls for greater accountability. It directs state agencies to track the use of funds. They must also measure the effectiveness of programs. This focus on accountability comes after criticism. Newsom and his administration has already spent roughly $24 billion cleaning up streets and housing people, while the problem worsened. Newsom's administration has faced criticism recently following a state audit that revealed the state did not consistently monitor whether the substantial public funds invested in this effort effectively improved the situation. The timing of Newsom's executive order has sparked speculation. Some analysts believe it's tied to his political ambitions. Newsom is widely seen as a potential presidential contender. Addressing homelessness is a key issue for voters. By taking decisive action, Newsom can demonstrate his leadership. He can use this opportunity to show that he's willing to tackle tough issues. This could benefit him if he decides to run for higher office. However, the order also carries political risks. If the order is seen as ineffective, it could hurt Newsom politically. Opponents could use it against him. The order's impact on Newsom's political future remains uncertain. It's clear that the issue of homelessness will continue to be a major factor in his political calculations. This executive order represents a shift in how California approaches homelessness. The order emphasizes enforcement. It focuses on clearing encampments from public spaces. This represents a departure from previous policies. These policies often prioritized providing services and housing. The order's long-term impact remains unclear. It's too early to say whether it will be effective in reducing homelessness. It's also unclear how it will affect the lives of those experiencing homelessness. The order has the potential to either exacerbate or alleviate the crisis. The order has sparked a national conversation. Other states are grappling with similar challenges related to homelessness. California's actions could influence policy decisions in other parts of the country. Gavin Newsom's order is a bold experiment in social policy. Thank you for watching till the end. Stand up for free speech and help protect the free exchange of ideas online. Please like and subscribe to help us reach more viewers.